another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comforts together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech.
Darling.
And hello, Oh, that was horrible. I've been drinking milk and didn't realize it had affected my voice. Did y'all hear what the first note cracked? Oh, anyway, I'm in it now. Shit, okay. Good evening. Hello to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers. Honey, it's another glorious day, my darlings. I know you have all of your crumpets, darling. Oh, I was going to say, because I know y'all been barbecuing and shit. Okay, so I know you know what time it is, honey, because it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings. Oh, with Big Meech. All right, what's going on? What's going on, my darlings, in all of your worlds and things of that nature? Talk to me, honey. Okay, how many of y'all barbecued? How many of y'all have been, after cookout and things of that nature? Celebrating Independence Day and all that shit? I don't do it, honey, no more, It's just a day to have a cookout or whatever, as far as I'm concerned, or at least get on the grill. But I don't do all that. Because, of course, y'all know, now that Juneteenth is now a nationally celebrated holiday and things of that nature, it's time to talk about it for real. This particular holiday had nothing to do with Black folks. And I'm sorry for my Caucasian audience who listens. And I know you guys get on the bandwagon about, oh, here we go, this is about America and this, that, and the other, honey. No, because everything about this holiday, honey, has nothing to do with us as a people, as a culture, or anything like that, honey. Simply because we were still enslaved and things. And in fact, a lot of the fighting and stuff that we were doing, honey, we were doing because we had to help master and all them. So this has nothing to do with us, okay? Never has. And I'm proud of my country, I'm proud of the fact that it's my country because this is the only country that I know, okay? I don't have the luxury of getting on the plane and going over to the motherland. Though I have a passport, I'm going to do that. That is on the to-do list. But we're talking about this country and when all of the luxury that this company, well, maybe I said the right word. All of the luxuries that this country affords us, right? Let's look at the price that we pay for that. Let's look at that. Let's understand, understand that here, though we celebrate Independence Day, why is it that a lot of our military still do not get the care and things that they need? They're the ones who fought for the country, those who have given the ultimate sacrifice and have died for this country. Their families are still not being taken care of or whatever because for whatever reasons, you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times, when we get to thinking about it and going into places like that, it does get a little dismal for me. And though we have all of our wonderful successes in this country, we have we have a lot of wonderful opportunities here, The matter of fact, because of our freedoms and things of that nature, honey, that's what garners us to be, quote unquote, the best country in the world because of our freedoms. However, it becomes challenging because our folks are fighting so much for it and then don't receive it. You know, we have a constitution that says, you know, that all men are created equal and this, that, and the other. And yet we still bicker about what equal's supposed to mean. The fuck is that? You know, how do we bicker and go through the changes that we go through and yet say we're still the best that has to, that, you know, that's offered? You know, we're the best in the world. We're the best. We're the best. We're the best. You know what I'm saying? And yet we have not found a way to clean up our internalized stuff. You know, we still bicker about the stuff that's in-house. You know what I mean? And it becomes a little bit that way. It just becomes a little bit that way, and it becomes time consuming and things of that nature. So for those of y'all who are celebrating the 4th of July, no judgment call on you, honey. I want you to have a good time here. You were off work, you know, and things of that nature. Okay. You sat down there and got yourself together. Honey, for those of y'all who mean on that grill, honey, I wonder if my daddy cooked. Because I'm going to tell y'all, Mr. Larry Adams of Detroit, Michigan, over there on Hawthorne, and a grill. My daddy really should have been one of the ones to compete in the grills and, you know, those grill master things. My daddy should really have been one to compete. Because I'm telling you, honey, if that man, oh, I swear, honey, that man, honey, no, that's a skill I wish I had acquired from him. Okay. And I probably still could if I just go and sit down with him, you know, and watch him fire up and how, because a certain way how he makes his fire on this grill, you know, and carrying on. And then it's a way I watched my mom and carrying on how they used to prep the meat, because my mother, she used to boil her meat down, you know, at one point to break that, to, you know, they always tell you got to break the membrane and stuff so that the meat could get tender. My mother used to boil it down and things of that nature, and then they would put it on the grill and stuff to and I know part of that boiling process was it eased up a lot of that cooking time on the grill, you know what I'm saying? So that it can go on the grill and come on off, so you won't be on the grill all day. So that was one of their secrets. But my daddy used to baste his ribs and stuff in beer on the grill, child, on the grill, you know, and the marinated stuff, because they were marinated, and then my mother would boil it down and stuff so the seasons would get all up in there, and oh my God, it was nice and tender. You know, you get the, oh my God, her daddy marinate them things, and then my mother and her barbecue sauce and things. When they were, back when I was a kid, honey, and they were a team, child, I'm telling you, they were a team. We used to sell dinners on the weekends. And, oh, honey, child, hey, that's what it was. You know, that was the hustle back in the day. So, I wonder what he did on the grill. But how many of y'all, what did y'all do? Did y'all get traditional? Black folks, y'all know we cook the same shit every holiday. So I don't know how we'll never get tired of it. Okay. Y'all know in the summertime, we're going to go on the grill. So you got ribs, chicken. You know, some of us going to get cute with steaks, because my mother used to cook grill steaks and stuff. And every time they found out, oh, Lorraine got steaks on the grill, child, that would bring everybody to the motherfucking house. And they would come over there not bringing nothing to contribute to shit, knowing she got 4 kids. Y'all bring y'all greedy asses over to the damn house and eat up all the steak. Okay? All the damn steak. Y'all didn't even go for the chicken. You went straight for the damn steak and carrying on. It was just a mess. Okay? So greedy asses, you know. So I know you got your ribs, you got your chicken. For those of y'all who got cute, you put steak on the grill. Hot dog, hamburgers, okay. How many of y'all got a little exotic, honey? Because some of y'all want to put lobster on the grill. For those of y'all who got sophisticated taste buds and things. Now we know the size. Somebody made y'all made potato salad, y'all made macaroni and cheese. Somebody got the damn greens going and things. You know, some of y'all probably made some deviled eggs or whatever, you know, trying to do the little do-I-diddy. who did the macaroni salad, because you got baked macaroni, then you got macaroni salad with the tuna fish, huh? Because everybody don't want to eat everybody else's potato salad, right? Y'all done made banana pudding, y'all done made sweet potato pies or whatever, or well, it's summertime, so y'all probably didn't do the pies this time, but you did a cake, okay? Because, yeah, y'all know how we do when we get the spread going on, honey. Somebody done fried some chicken, because you know you got to have grilled chicken and you got to have fried chicken, okay? What else is a staple at the damn cookout, honey? Because after the kids ate up all the hamburgers and hot dogs, and that's because they running around always constantly hungry, okay? What is it? You know, what was on your plate? So that's going to be the question. What was on your plate today that was traditional that everybody knew you were going to have? And then what did you do different? What's on there that's different? Because y'all know baked beans is a staple. Baked beans, honey. Y'all open up a couple cans of Bush's baked beans, honey. Put your hamburger in it. Chopped up some onions and some bell peppers, honey. Let it all cook together. Now you got baked beans, right? How many of y'all made them from scratch? Huh? How many of y'all made your baked beans from scratch? Do anybody do that anymore? Or do we just go buy a can of Bushes and things and then doctor up some Bushes? Okay. How many of y'all go get the real small red kidney beans, honey? Soak them girls overnight. For those of y'all who still like to soak your beans. Because that for those of y'all who don't know, that reduces the cooking time when you soak them versus putting them in the crock pot. See how you put them in the crock pot, you got 8 hours to where they're gonna slow cook and this, that, and that, as long as you got it on low. And you could do all that. Then you put your brown sugar, little molasses and carrying on in. You could, those just a little bit of salt because you got all the sugar in there. Season them up just a bit. Let that stuff sit down there and cook and boil down and this, that, and the other. If you're in the crock pot. If you're sitting up there and want to put them in, because they baked beans, you want to put them in the oven, right? So you got to put the oven on low so it gets up there and bubble up and get all up in there and get them beans to go on, honey. Does anybody make baked beans from scratch anymore? That's the question, honey. How many of y'all make them from scratch? Let me go to the comments. The princess is up in there. Hey, Leia. What's going on, baby? Fireworks galore about 2 doors down from my house. Had a little barbecue on National Barbecue Day. What'd you say? National Barbecue Day. That's what we need to call this. The National Barbecue Day. How about that? I like that. Okay. AKA Malia Obama's birthday. Oh, is she a 4th of July baby? I didn't realize that. Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay. Okay. Meet. That is a $64 million question. What care have the troops been given for fighting for this country, especially people of color who serve? See? Okay, you know where I'm going. When it comes down to this particular country, honey, and all of its greatness, honey, I like when there was a special that came on a while ago, and Whoopi Goldberg said, no, it wasn't a special. She did this in her one-woman show, one of the one-woman shows she did. She said, we can rally around. When we come together, we do this shit, right? We good. And we know what this is, and we America, and this is what we do, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right? And she gave examples. And then she said, but baby, she said, when we hateful and carrying on, honey, and we forget that we're Americans, then we have this divide. And she gave examples, of how, like a Matthew Shepard and things, and how we fighting against, we still having the discussion about voters' rights and carrying on. We still trying to pass a voters' rights bill. Now, the Voters' Right Act, honey, was passed in 65, but every so often it still got to be fucking renewed. How does something that significant have to still be renewed? It doesn't make sense, does it? When we falter and carry on, when we got folks who sit down and bomb abortion clinics because you don't believe in abortions, you go bomb the clinic. Not just protest. It's one thing to protest and say, okay, yeah, and make us think about it. But y'all gonna sit down there and go bomb the damn building. So you done caused a bigger mess than what this is. Okay, potentially killing folks. In fact, there was a couple of doctors that were harmed. I don't remember any abortion doctors being killed, but I know a couple of them got harmed. You know, so how do we do that? You know, and then this here is the country we were fighting for our independence from the Queen and Great Britain and all, you know, the European countries. That's what this is, you know, as far as the taxes and stuff are concerned. Y'all remember the on American Schoolhouse Rock, honey, no more king, no more king, you know, rocking and a roller, splishing and a splashing over the horizon. What can it be? Okay, y'all remember that? And so we sit up here fighting from that particular rule. Okay, because y'all know, be here in North America, haven't y'all know here in North America, the United States of America is independent from Canada, even though Canada is part of the North American continent, but Canada still is up under the Queen's rule. Okay, okay. So tell Val, how, how, okay, how do we celebrate Independence Day, or is it just formalities now? You know, do we just go through it because you know, this is part of tradition, this is what we do? You know, we say, oh, we were fighting, we're celebrating Independence Day because we were fighting for our independence, and yet we as blacks weren't independent, we wasn't even freed. Okay, at all of this time. So, you know, looking at this as a holiday per se, no, you know, and I've been like this all of my life. I just, when I was a kid, of course, we got caught up in it because, you know, you got stars and stripes and woo woo woo. We got fireworks and woo woo woo. That's cute, you know, that's cute. But then when we come to look at it, I've been this way maybe since I was about 10, you know, and I started looking at it. I'm like, no, you know, okay. So we get caught up. You know, you get caught up, and all I know is we didn't have school, and everybody was coming over for the holiday to barbecue and eat and run everybody crazy and play spades, and folks get mad because they lost, and it was always one of those kind of things. But we as black folks in this country, are we going to do the same thing now that Juneteenth is a holiday? Are we going to do the same thing for Juneteenth, which is absolutely our Independence Day for real? You know, and we're looking at it to celebrate it because we were finally free-ish. You know, all of us who were enslaved at that time were free-ish because we're still not necessarily free. We're still fighting, you know, for all of the same things. You know, it's interesting. So, you know, in this particular regard, the Jehovah's Witnesses got it right, you know, as far as not celebrating holidays. So on this particular day, this is one of those days I'm like, oh, child, okay. The grill's got to go on, though, honey. I ain't mad at you for getting a grill. Y'all got a good grill going? I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. Let's go back to the comments, honey. What we got? Okay. Hey, Brandon, what's going on, honey? DJ GK, what's up? Checking in. What's up? You did pasta salad today? Okay, then did you do the curly noodles, you know, and all of that with the green spinach pastas, the carrot, you know, and a lot of times, you know, pasta salad is good, but I don't know if I like mine warmed. It depends on what salad dressing and stuff they're using in it, because most of the time I like to have it cold because Italian dressing tastes better cold to me. Okay, hot dogs, hamburgers, baked beans, pasta salad, a glass and a half of Prosecco. Okay. Before all that, had me some Jim Beam on rice. Now, you know what? Don't y'all make me go grab a bottle. This child said Jim Beam, honey. What you know about some Jim Beam? Okay, we use Bush's baked beans. Okay, I feel you on that. Hey, Road, what's going on? TJ, who is the we? Child, you tell me. I'm talking the collective we. I'm using the royal we. And speaking in general terms, of course. You know, speaking in general terms. So if what I'm saying doesn't apply to you, darling, don't take it personally, honey. Just say, okay. No, just say them. Okay. You can say, oh, no, that's them, honey. It ain't the we. Because we's did this. They did that. Okay. Us versus them. Okay. Dessert was handmade apple mini hand pies and vanilla bean ice cream. Did y'all make the ice cream from scratch? Oh, do you know I miss those days? Aunt Maddie, my grandmother's sister. Aunt Maddie used to sit down there and make that damn homemade ice cream, honey. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I really want to get into doing that again and making homemade ice cream and things like that, because that was so much fun. And that would take me back to some of the roots, some of my roots. My cousin Sharana, she was telling us, I don't know, Jeff, you know what? I got to really sit down and make a banana pudding. I made them, but mine don't come out like I want them to. Okay. So that day I have to get a real good banana pudding recipe and follow it. I don't want to use no damn gelatin and Karen. I don't want to use no Jello pudding. I want to really get into it. You know what I'm saying? And make me a real good banana pudding. Real good. Okay. The kind that I like. I want to make it that way and things. So for those of y'all who are real good at making banana puddings, honey, if you care to share your recipe or want to have a banana pudding cook-off, that might be cute. Oh, that might be a cute little idea. I'm a ponder on that. And we get together with that, okay? We should celebrate Juneteenth the same way, but we shouldn't forget about the longer fight ahead. How about that? I like that, okay? I just posted how I'm not seeing a lot of mentioning of celebrating the 4th this year, and how perhaps more people are realizing that the independence of Independence Day is for certain people here and not all. How about that? Okay. How about that? Okay. Peas and the chopped veggies chilled in the fridge. Okay. Okay. Dig that. Okay. No good old fashioned vanilla bean ice cream from Turkey Hill. Okay. Good old fashioned Turkey Hill vanilla bean ice cream. Okay, I love it. I love it. Now, you know what? Y'all tell me. I got my Wonder Woman cup, honey. We back. I got some juice. You know, remember I told you I had the carrot and ginger and turmeric juice yesterday. Well, this one, I went to go buy some more today, but this one here was the vitamin C boost. So this got all the stuff, and it was only one, honey, and I got it. And oh, this is so fabulous. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. Trying to get my system and stuff together. You know, you got to recalibrate your system and all that kind of jazz. Okay, wait a minute. What we got here? Lanier. That's all facts. In the military, it's mandatory. It's a mandatory holiday of sorts. Now that I'm out of the service, I don't do the rah-rah stuff no more. Okay? All right. Banana pudding from the recipe off the vanilla box. Okay. Okay, you know what? You know, I forget that they keep putting that damn recipe on that damn box. And you got to get, because those are real vanilla wafers, child. Okay. Vanilla box, child. Listen, those are the real vanilla wafers, honey. But you know what? A lot of children now are using the English, Pepperidge Farm English Chessman cookies. Bay and B. When I tell you, them damn Chessman shortbread cookies and that damn banana pudding, when I tell you it is over, oh, bitch, it is over. Now, you know what I want to do? I want to take and layer. When you layer in the pudding and carrying on and the bananas, then you layer it with the cookies, a layer of vanilla wafers, and then a layer, pudding, then a layer of the English chessman, then pudding, bananas, then another layer. Just layer it like that and alternate the layers just to see what that's. Oh, my God, today, honey. Okay. Yes, my God. Oh, okay. Didn't barbecue today because we don't really celebrate the 4th, but I did make dinner, Texas smoked mesquite barbecue, pork loin, mac and cheese, and a vegetable. Okay. So you put that in the grill. Okay, not Texas smoked mesquite barbecue pork loin. So did you put that in the crock pot, girl, or did you put that in the oven? Because the pork loin, honey, if you put that in that damn crock pot, that bitch done fell apart. So basically, y'all done had pulled pork sandwiches. Okay. Okay. If you put it in the oven, then yeah, okay. As long as if you put it in the oven and you did it regularly on the 350, 375, then you got to cut it and it's cute. Okay. But if you slow roast it, if you turn that temperature down to 300, 325 and let it slow bake, you get a even consistency of rather, and you can cut that girl and not necessarily have it fall apart so you can have pulled pork, but it'll cut and in a melt in your mouth, girl, bad. Child, hush, your mouth is this, honey. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. This child, I use the double boiler, everything from scratch. Child, that means you know how to cook. If you can do everything from scratch, that means you old school and you know how to cook. Or you done went to cooking school one. Okay. Because now there are some shortcuts because like when I'm cooking, I prefer to do everything from scratch. But sometimes, depending on my time or whatever, there's some shortcuts that I do. Like when I do my cheeseburger macaroni, most of the time I'll do the shortcut. I'll get some boxed macaroni and then I use my own cheese to carry on. The cheese little thing that they come in there, I use it as a base, and then I add my own cheeses and stuff with it to carry it on, and boom. But when I'm doing my baked macaroni and cheese, no, we got to go get some real elbows. You got to get your milk, your cream, this, that, and the other. Or if you don't do milk and the cream, do the half and half because that's the same thing. I like to use real butter, because now real butter is cheaper than margarine and carrying on. Or they don't even make margarine much anymore. Remember how you used to have margarine in the big bowls? Okay. And now you only find margarine in the sticks. You can't find it in the big bowl because now butter is butter. I mean, they don't even do margarine. They do spray it now, right? They spray it in the big bowls. But now butter, real butter, is costing for a pound. It's costing the same as the damn tub of spray, right? So why not just buy the butter? Why not buy the butter, child, and call it grace? Now, I wish they would start selling butter in bigger tubes, like the big containers. But I know they sell it in the sticks because everybody who likes to cook, you use half a stick or a stick, and it's easier to measure for cooking. But child, yeah. But y'all know they stopped doing margarine and stuff because, when they looked at it, what am I saying? The formula for margarine, okay? And they was like, well, margarine is like one molecule of one or two molecules away from what the formula is for plastic, right? So when that hit the airways and carrying on, everybody swore they was getting off margarine and carrying on. Oh my God. I'm like, honey, one molecule, child. Okay. Well, that's the difference between nitrous oxide or oxygen and water, because oxygen is O2. Okay, H2O, two oxygen, two hydrogen, and the oxygen is water. Okay. What is it? Hydrogen peroxide, child. H2O2 is hydrogen peroxide. Okay. So shit, so water is a molecule off of being peroxide. Okay. So whatever the case may be, Chad, listen. Okay. Yes. Okay. Rose said she made it in the oven. Okay. So you made it in the oven, girl. Okay. TJ, I never celebrated the 4th in the military. I did standby on the flight schedule. Oh, okay. Oh, you cook for a price. Okay. What's that for a price? How to get it to me, honey. Okay. Baked macaroni and cheese with the different kinds of cheese. Yes, please. Oh, honey, listen, let me tell you something. Now, I have all of Patti LaBelle's cookbooks, and I just reordered her second cookbook because I didn't realize that the second cookbook is 25 years old. And she put some new recipes in there and carrying on, and some more pictures and this, that, and the other, because now she got the grandbaby. So on the back, she got a picture of her and the 2 granddaughters, and she's about to be a grandmother again because her son, Zuri, and his wife, they're having a son now. Okay, they got a boy on the way. So it's the first grandson that's coming. So I just reordered that. So I was looking at her and I realized, the cheeses that she uses and carrying on. And one of the things about using different cheeses is this. You have to understand cheese and the flavors of cheese, because a lot of folks think that just because they use 16 cheeses or whatever that they done did something. And oftentimes you get cheeses that don't go together, and it'll fuck up the flavor. Okay, it'll fuck up the flavor, because you can't use a Swiss cheese in macaroni because you're trying to be cute. No, that don't. Swiss cheese does not do well with a Gouda or something like that, because the flavors are off. And carrying on. So you have to really understand your cheeses in order to make sure that you have a consistency with your macaroni and cheese. Everybody that folks that got into Gouda, because you hear, oh, I got a smoked Gouda cheese and this, that, and that. And I'm like, okay, that there is really cute. That's really, really cute. Because I like to have mine, I use pepper, in my macaroni and cheese, honey. I would use a pepper jack, not a lot, just a little bit, so that it'll bring the heat that I need with the macaroni, so that you don't have to keep grabbing your pepper and things and your salt. Use just a little bit of that, and I use, of course, a mozzarella, and I use Kobe cheddar, and what's the other one? You want to say Monster, but it's Monterey Jack. That's the right name. Yeah, Monterey Jack, and a few others that I use. I won't tell all of my secrets. But yeah, but you have to sit down there and really, 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 you got to work it, honey. You got to work it. Okay. But I guess people finally started reading the margarine. I don't know if they read it. Somebody read it, but whoever sat down there and gave us the molecules and things and broke it down as far as its formula, it's compound formula. Whoever did that, and they started running with that one year that just exploded, and everybody was like, oh my God, margarine is one molecule off from being fucking plastic. How is this better for you? And this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Because remember, it was all about, I can't believe it's not butter. Well, it's not butter, because it wasn't meant to be butter. It was an alternative. Just like when you look at, for those of y'all who are diabetic and you have to use sugar substitutes, when y'all went to go into getting saccharin and carrying on, that saccharin was horrible. Saccharin was fucking horrible. I couldn't stand Sweet and Low and Sugar Twin and Equal. Okay, how you gonna make something that ain't sugar that's sweeter than sugar to the taste? How do you do that? Huh? Because if that's the case, why didn't you just use honey? If you wanted something sweet like that, why didn't you just use honey? Okay, if that's the case, because honey is an all-natural sweetener, completely all natural, okay, and things of that nature. So why? But we sit up there and let them say, oh, well, us in it, we get a chemist together and get your cauldron going, honey. And they say, oh, well, this is going to be better. And then come to find out, honey, the shit was all cancerous and blah, 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 because it wasn't doing right with the body. Let's look at this, because this is something that I want us to really think about, okay, when we talk about the food. Understanding food and how it's supposed to do. Have y'all noticed that when you buy fruits and vegetables, the shelf life of fruits and vegetables in your refrigerator is a week or less? Right? And you know why? Because it's fresh. The nutrients and stuff in it, honey, it breaks down, right? And when you had like tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff too long, and it starts to wilter and carry on, it's because it done went bad. Well, if you don't use it in an amount of time, it loses all of the properties or whatever. Now, what we like to do, for those who like to compost or whatever, you take it and put it back into the soil so that it can enrich the soil, right? However, when you have vegetables and fruit that don't give up the ghost after a while, because you got all these preservatives and stuff in it, then that means it's in an altered state. So when we ingest this stuff, yeah, you would get some of the benefits, but you're not going to get 100% of the benefits because it's in an altered state. A lot of this genetically modified foods and carrying on, yeah, they look pretty. There's no such thing as a seedless watermelon, children. There's no such thing because a watermelon is a fruit. What is a fruit? Okay? For those of y'all who never understood why a tomato is a fruit or a cucumber is a fruit, it's because going back to science class, honey, they told us all the time, a fruit is the plant that has the seeds for reproduction. Okay? Everything that carries the seed is a fruit. Okay? So there is that. So why are we looking crazy? Huh? Why are we looking crazy when it happens or don't happen? Okay. So there is that. Listen, I gotta send a text. So let me take a little commercial break so y'all don't see me sitting up here fumbling and stumbling and carrying on. I'm gonna take a little commercial break so I can send this off and be cute and keep my attention here. I'll be right back. Wait a minute, Ro, what you say? I use heavy cream and pasta wafers, pasta water for my mac and cheese. I don't need to make a roux. Okay. Come on. You don't need to make no roux. Come on, girl. What you say? Yes, baby. That's what I'm squawking. Let's do this thing. Okay, give me a couple seconds, honey. I will be right back. Let me do this.
Black on, get into it. Black on, look at that David Ford right there, that's his thing. Black on, he don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford, that's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip-hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570. All right, and we are back. Okay, just had to take a little commercial break right there because I'm sending a text out. I got someone coming over that need to get an Uber over here. So I had to send out the text and see what's going on and all of that. Let me get this comment right here from Lanier. He said that aftertaste of saccharin was horrible. I discovered that because my first job out of high school got soda deliveries of Diet Coke. So when there was nothing else to drink, I got that. Yuck. Okay, I hated that damn thing. Oh, that aftertaste is nothing. Oh, okay. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Okay. Just horrible. All right. Yeah. That's a drag name. Horrible. Hey, horror. Anywho, nonetheless, let's I know there was a couple things I wanted to get into today, because y'all know this is I said what I said Sunday, and this way I give all of you, if you want to come up in here and talk about something, honey, I give you the opportunity to come up in and to say your piece, honey. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes on the topic, honey. I don't care what your topic is. I don't care what your topic is, honey. But long as you know what's going on and that you know how to handle yourself cutely without getting all in your feelings and shit, okay, and things, as long as you don't come out of a bag, because I swear, if you come out of a bag, honey, I know I'm going to come out of a bigger bag, okay? If you come out of a bag on me, know that I'm coming out of a bigger bag, all right? And that's just how it's going to be, all right? Now, when you come up in here, and if you say something that folks may want to challenge or whatever, don't be afraid of the challenge. Just be able to state your piece, honey. You can't be in your feelings. Be able to state your piece, okay? Because that's how this thing works, all right? That's how all of this works. So, as you see, for those of y'all in the Facebook, that there is the link. Those of y'all over there on the tube, y'all got the link there, okay? So if you want to come on up in here, you can, all right? And we're going to get into whatever it is. I don't care what it is. Whatever topic that you want to talk about, we can get into it and things of that nature when I let you. But you got 5 minutes, all right? So that there is that. As a matter of fact, y'all see that there, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a banner, and I'm going to roll this on the banner so that it is constantly moving, all right? So that y'all can see what the tea is, all right? So we're going to do it like that. Hold on. I'm trying to get the banner together. Add banner. Okay. And we're going to show it. Okay, that's the banner. All right, but here's something that I want to get into, because I know for me, there's certain, I wrote this up by saying, certain colloquialisms and things that we have in our English language, those particular little sayings that we have, and those terms. We got a lot of terms now that now have become cliche a lot of times, and then oftentimes, if they're not cliche, they become terms of political endeavors, okay? So the question becomes, how do we reclaim such terms or reestablish their true meanings? I'm going to tell you one that I'm so sick of right now. The term that I'm really sick of right now is, I'm living in my truth, okay? I'm living in my truth, okay? And the reason why I'm sick of that damn thing is because we have allowed that particular term, along with many others, to become a catchphrase, all right? Now, in the beginning, it used to be the phrase to say, okay, we know you gay. We know this is gay. So, I'm living in my truth. That was always code for, okay, this is a gay conversation, okay? Now it has evolved a little bit, because now folks who, have made all kinds of declarations. This is who I am. I'm a former addict, or, I'm a bougie bitch, or whatever. I'm living in my truth, And now we get this thing to where it has now been politicized, because these particular kinds of terms or whatever have become, staples in our community, or in popular culture, not in our community, in popular culture. And it has just worn me thin. Okay, it has just worn me understand. I get tired of it. I get tired of, we can't have a conversation without without anything becoming political. Or maybe am I looking at it wrong? Am I looking at life wrong because everything always been political? Everything has always been a talking point or whatever, to where if we mobilize, right, we can make some things happen. Has life always been that way? And I'm just getting to the point to where I'm just tired of politics, of the politics of life. You know what I mean? Because we get church politics, and I know when I was involved with being on the board of my church, oh my God, when I tell y'all I got so tired of that bullshit. Okay, and everybody godly, honey, till it come down to that money. And when it comes down to the money and the business of the church, now everybody want to cuss like sailors and things, and want to treat you as if you stole something or whatever. Or now, because you're not a tithe paying member, that you can't get the services of the church. But aren't you supposed to be here to help the community? What the fuck are you talking about? It becomes that. Then we have all this stuff here that signals policies and carrying on. Okay, like to say LGBTQ. Okay, and I swear, honey, we can't say the gay community, honey. We don't even say the rainbow community, honey. It's the LGBTQ. Okay, that there is completely politicized. Okay, to say black on black crime is completely politicized. Completely. Oh, the black on black crime, honey. That's a talking point. Okay, that's a selling point to get political. If you want to sit down, listen. If you're trying to go for grants or whatever, honey, you put these particular terms in something, and to say that that's what you're doing to help the community and this, that, and that, baby, trust. Okay, that'll get you right together. Right together. Okay, as far as helping out. So has life always been a set of political rules? Okay, has that been what this is all the time? And I just refuse to accept it or wanted to believe in it or whatever. What say you? Because I'm okay. So that was one of the things that's been on my mind today. Okay, then other things that's going on in life. And have you ever just sat back and told yourself that you have to do it, and you have to do inventory on your own ass? Inventory. Okay, how many times have you looked at yourself and say, let's do the checklist? Okay, have you rotated your stock? How about that? Oh, that's good. Have you rotated your stock in your pantry, honey? Every time we go grocery shopping or whatever, and you got to put the groceries up or whatever, now you know what you went to go buy, but then you bought new shit, right? How many times have you rotated your stock? Okay, you took the old canned goods and brought them forward so the new canned goods could go in the back, so you could start using the stuff that you already had, huh? So let's take that analogy and look at your life. Okay, let's look at your life, and let's look at your finances, and let's look at your emotional stability. Let's look at your mental stability. Let's look at your spiritual stability. How many times have you done inventory and changed your stock around? Okay, you had to, rotate your stock. How many times have you had to look at yourself and be like, okay, no, this isn't working for me. Let me take this out, and this, that, and the other, or bring this up because, we done had this in here too long. How many times have you needed to just really just do a complete overhaul and say, you know what, fuck it. I have not used this in a year. Let's get rid of it. Now, how about that? Because one of the things that 2020 did for all of us, honey, everybody was set down for a year. So how many of us have done the spring cleaning? Again, rotating your stock and getting all that together. Okay. How many of us have done that? Okay. How many of us have done that? Oh my God, wait a minute. This thing just went up. Are you serious? Fuck all that. I'm trying to send this little car, honey, but no, Miss Lyft don't want to do right. And I'm gonna go to Uber because they acting a goddamn fool. And That's not what all this is, okay? This here is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I don't believe this. I do not believe this. However, um, y'all see me. I done sat down here trying to do the thing. This is what I was wanting to avoid, me having to do this and go through all these particular changes while I'm trying to do this on the air, right? And now the damn thing timed out. And are you fucking kidding me? Child, but they want $50 for this damn ride. I'm not gonna pay that. No, no. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. They tell me they got very few drivers out there. How do you have very few drivers? Because didn't nobody want to sit down there and do the thing. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is crazy. Anywho, that there was that, child. Just starting to piss me off. It just changed my mood. So now we're going through. I forgot what the hell I was talking about. Okay. Hell, how do you do that? Okay. This is the part that gets me. Okay, you and Rosh, yes, I realize today is a holiday, and see, here's where this is. You know, for those who still see this as a fucking holiday or whatever, because a lot of folks sit there, they don't want to do shit because it's a holiday. But let me tell you something. Okay, and this is why I don't mind working on holidays. Most of us, you only get 4 hours of good time, okay, with the fucking family, right? You only get 4 hours. Because by the first hour is when everybody get there and everybody glad to see each other. Between hours 1 and 2, between hours 2 and 300, that's when everybody eating and carrying on, and this, that, and the other, and, you know, starting to get a little funky, right? At that 2.5 hour, 3 hour mark is when you always got that particular family member who want to start shit, all right? They come in and want to start the bullshitting and carrying on. So between hours 3 and 4, y'all sit up here fussing, everybody done played cards or whatever, and got out of the damn thing or this, that, and the other. And, you know, it's the filtering. So if you get there at hour number 3, 3.5, 4 hours or whatever, all the people that done started the bullshit or whatever are usually leaving. Okay, everybody coming in with their own Tupperware bowls or trying to take your good Tupperware and used up all your goddamn aluminum foil trying to wrap a plate. Okay, and carrying on. And so by the time you get there, you catch all the highlights. You get to see those who still there. Nobody want to sit back to help you clean up shit. And then everybody gone. Okay, absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. All right. So yeah, I just get over all of this. I just get over it. I just get over it. So let there be that. But you know what? Here's what I'm gonna get ready to do because I see don't nobody feel like talking. Y'all keep going in, coming out. Y'all don't know what y'all want to do here. It's probably a holiday, and I probably should not have come on today. But the whole thing of it is that I've got a sponsor, honey. And, you know, we have to be obligated to our sponsors. But hell, if ain't nobody talking, I'm not gonna sit down here and try to stretch this out into anything because I just got frustrated and flustered dealing with Miss Uber and Lyft and carrying on because this don't make no motherfucking sense. So I think what I am gonna do is shut this shit down because I done got mad. Yeah, I done got mad. And then, yeah, y'all not keeping the conversation going. So, don't nobody want to talk today. Don't nobody want to talk. So, oh, shit. I just hit something. Something bit me. How many of y'all, you know, You get these damn mosquitoes and things and all these little video gnats and all these little biting bugs. Then all of a sudden you get bit by something and you don't know where it comes from. So yeah. Okay, I'm rambling because I'm hoping somebody was going to come up in here. I see we got a new person that just came in. I don't know who watching y'all. Okay. Gotta love Uber sometimes. Can't believe they did you like that. Child bye. You know, and it was Lyft. It was Lyft because, you know, I usually prefer Lyft over Uber and things of that nature. So I'm sitting up here and I did all this and the damn thing had timed out on me. And I had never seen it time out like that. So now I'm sitting up here waiting for this damn thing to do this. And I'm like, okay, no. So now they gave me a pickup window between 10:32 and 10:52 because now you got to find a damn car. Okay, and that there was fucking crazy. Because see, at the rate this is going, I'm gonna shut this damn thing down, went and took my car to go pick this child up and called it grace. Okay. And I'm trying to sit down there and do this and all of that and then have the child come over because we're trying to have a little movie night, right? And get into some things. And boom, you know. So what you gonna do, honey? It's life, and life shows up so that you show up. I always love that quote from Alfreda Lenoir. Life shows up so you show up. What are you gonna do? Okay, I can huff and puff and threaten to blow the house down or whatever, but bitch asthmatic and I need all my air. Okay. So, what else? What else is there to do? What else is there to do? So y'all do know that Wakanda Forever is now they're up and running. They're starting to film, right? What would y'all like to see out of Wakanda Forever, Black Panther 2? Okay. What would you like to see out of that? They're filming here in Atlanta. I know that this is their major hub. I don't know where else they're going to go to do some filming, but I know they're filming here. So what is it you would like to see come from? How many of y'all would going to see Black Widow? Okay. That's coming out Friday on the 9th. Y'all going to the movies? Y'all gonna have a movie night? I wonder if the AMC theaters are gonna allow everybody to rent out again. Remember back during, when we were heavy into the pandemic, they just started opening. You could rent out movie theaters and stuff and things. I know they did that for Wonder Woman and things. And we were trying to do that for Wonder Woman because that would have been too cute to be able to rent that whole thing out. But I want to see what's going to come of that and things for Black Widow. Okay. And things of that nature. Okay. So what do y'all think about that? Yeah. Okay, what you said? Looking forward to Black Panther 2. Definitely won't be the same without Ted. No, but that's just gonna be it. Okay. We would love to see where they're gonna take the story, how this is going to emerge, if Siri's gonna take the role as Black Panther, the younger sister role is really gonna have to be written well. Oh, trust me, honey, listen, honey, wouldn't it be sickening, honey, if the head security woman of the Doralama, honey, become Black Panther? Okay, because that's a fierce bitch. Okay, wouldn't that be sickening? To where the Black Panther become female. In the comic book, she does, because in the comic books, the sister took over. Okay. But what I was hoping that they would get into was how T'Challa and Storm had gotten married. In the comic books, they were married. And I would have loved to have seen who they was going to have and play Storm. You know, that would be absolutely sickening. Okay, oh my God, child, that would have been absolutely lovely. Okay, so I'm sitting up here looking like, okay, what's what? Now, have y'all seen the memes? They were talking about sister from Pose, Miss Electra from Pose. What if she was to play Storm? Which she has the bone structure carrying on and the personality, she would be lovely as Storm. But y'all know y'all not ready for no trans woman to be Storm yet, honey. Y'all ain't ready for that move. But wouldn't that have been sickening? Okay, that would have been sickening. Okay, that would have been absolutely sickening, honey. But that's very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. Okay, it would have. Yes, Princess. It would have been a child bad. Okay, I was sitting up there watching since Pose has been on and this, that, and the other. I was thinking, what would it be like if we had an all trans superhero movie? You know, imagine that. You know, imagine if they had a squadron that was all trans women or whatever, you know, with superpowers and this, that, and other. Imagine what that would do for the culture. Okay, let's do it for the culture. It's for the culture. Imagine what that would do, what that would be like. That was a serious movie, not nothing campy. Not nothing campy. I don't want it to be camp because see, that's one thing about the rainbow and alphabet children, honey, is that you know we thrive off of the camp, off of the funny. But imagine if it was a serious movie to where this was. I mean, hell, what other community would be great at it, considering that you're already seen as the outsiders anyway. Imagine if Marvel, you're talking about mutants and carrying on, you got your mutant powers and blah blah blah. Imagine that. Okay. Imagine what that is. Okay, imagine what that is. What that would be. You know, you're already a mutant. You know, in a world that looks at you crazy and carrying on. We've had several movies that have done that, but they're trying to make it campy. I know because they want the funny of it. See, they don't want to see that as being serious. Okay, imagine because I wanted to write and direct this, right? I wanted to imagine an action story, you know. Imagine an action-packed, you know, a Rambo type movie. Okay, Rambo or Steven Seagal type or Arnold Schwarzenegger type movie. Okay, where the lead person, the kick-ass person, was gay or whatever, you know, one of the alphabets on the spectrum, and the love interest was another dude or another female if she happened to be female. Okay, imagine that. Are we absolutely ready to see that in a serious capacity? Because we always see it in a campy kind of thing, you know. It's always heavily sexual, you know, and this, that, and that. Every time we do something campy, even in animation, all of the superheroes is always sex, you know, sexually excited. You know, hell, they have superhero comic books, gay superhero comic books, and all of them, you know, deal with it's nothing but sex. Okay, but what if we took it into a serious atmosphere to where the storyline is basically that, like anything else? Okay, hell, you know, what would that be? You know, are we ready for that? And then now let's go here. Are we ready to see that in color? Now imagine that, honey. The action hero happens to be a gay man. Okay, and what what if he happens to be someone who is, you know, they got mad at Ving Rhames for playing Holiday Heart. Okay, but what if we had someone who was Ving Rhames type but was openly gay? You know, not a straight man playing a gay man, but a gay character, absolutely a gay man playing a gay character who happens to be African American. okay, or black, okay, and was in a serious storyline. Y'all think we're ready? Yeah. They'll probably put the stereotypical, this typical stereotypes in it. I don't think they're ready for that. But the question is, well, not the question. The thing is, they will never be ready. They will never be ready until they see it. You have to put it. And see, here's the thing about, oh, I don't want you stuffing this down my face. Well, honey, you'll never be ready for it. You will never, ever be ready. Okay? Because that's just life, honey. Things about change happens because something changed. And nobody's usually ready for change. And right away, nobody wants to accept it either. You know, it had to grow on you and carry on. Some, you know, most folks won't. There's some who accept it right away, but like, oh, that was different. You know, oh, look at how we do when our favorite people come out with brand new music. You know, when a new song drops or whatever, sometimes you're like, oh, wait a minute. You know, it had to grow on you, right? Sometimes. You know, and it's just like everything else. It's just like the world, okay? Now, you know, when your diehards drop, you know, like Stephanie Mills dropped her new song, you know, I was right on it, okay? Because I was waiting for it, you know. But then you got new songs and carrying on about, oh, what is this? You know, or a new singer that done hit the airwaves or whatever. You ain't hip to them. You'll be like, I don't know. You know, that kind of thing. Okay. Then there would be a huge backlash from the black community. Of course it will, honey. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of fucking course, honey. As you know it just as well as I do. Okay. Everybody keeps saying limited availability. They done canceled this damn thing again. Oh, God. Okay, maybe this ain't supposed to happen. I'm gonna try one more time, honey. Because maybe this ain't supposed to happen because I'm like, They done canceled it again. Keep talking about they got limited availability. Eric. At home. Home is in Decatur. He out there by Stone Mountain. Okay. This is crazy. And Uber, child, bad. No, we're gonna have to wait. Did you know they done sit down here and remember when I said they wanted $50 for the ride the first time? Did you know that bitch just jumped up to $67.98 for a ride? That child, bad. No, not something that I was willing to pay $25 for. Nope. Yeah. But okay, listen. I'm gonna get off of here because, child, we ain't talking about nothing, and I'm rambling. I feel like I'm rambling, and I'm upset. So thank you guys for listening. The few of you that came on. My co-workers, Aunt Nikki was having problems with her internet. That's how come she's not in. She couldn't StreamYard wouldn't let her come in. Red is in transit and carrying on and trying to get back to the house, and he's having difficulty. This is just one of those days. So we should have just left it as a holiday and just said fuck it. But I can't most of the time because we have sponsors that we're responsible for. So on that note, honey, I'm not going to even go out my usual way. I'm just going to say good night, and we're going to call this grace, honey. We'll try it again next week. This here was a bust today, child, and we're going to call it what it is. This was a bust. So, all right, I will see you guys on the next go-round, okay? Ciao for now, baby. Ciao for now.